Mai ka piina ka la I hae hae, ai ka velona ka la I lehua. Velina mai e nā haumana, nā ohana, nā kupuna, nā kumu, a me nā limahana o nei kulanui kaiaulua Kauai. Aloha nui a kākou. O wau I hono o kanana I ka haku kuhaulua. He pua I ho'opulu ia I ka ua kuahine, e ho'ula nei I ka mālie o mano kalanipo. Ku ka lau lama. A eia ho'i wau me kana au haa haa. E ho'omaika'i aku nei ia ōkou pākahi. Ua kau no ōkou I ka hano. A he hau'oli ka ukali o ka lanakila. From the rising of the sun in the east at Ha'e Ha'e to its setting at Lehua. Welcome, fellow graduates, families, kupuna, teachers, staff, and dignitaries of Kauai Community College. My name is Kanana Ikahaku Kuhaulua, and I humbly stand before you on this beautiful evening, first to mahalo Yesu for walking us all through this amazing journey, but also in celebration of each and every one of your momentous achievements. Our kupuna, who observed the life cycles and everything around them, had a way of saying so much with such few words. He pu ko'a kani aina, a coral reef that makes the land ring and grows into an island. As those before me have shared, this saying is a metaphoric comparison between the growth of us as Kanaka, as people, to the growth of small coral heads, whose hidden potential to develop into full islands is not realized nor achieved overnight. He puko'a kani aina, literally, a hard rock of island, is also symbolic of a tough fighter, an invulnerable fighter, one who has weathered many storms, overcome many obstacles, and has gained great knowledge and skills as a result of every test on Lolima and battle. For those of you in your cap and gown this evening, you are the puko'a that this Olelo no Eao speaks about. You are the coral reefs that have grown despite every challenge and every setback that has come your way. And you are the puko'a kani aina, the coral reef that will make the land ring. As I shared with the graduates of the University of Hawaii West Oahu, I never would have imagined that my coral reef and receiving of my degree would have grown into and be where it is and what it is today. Because 15 years ago, an unexpected wave in the form of a precious baby boy shook the very foundations of my island. Foregoing the societal expectation of attending a prestigious university right after high school, I consciously chose to embrace my roles as a mother and wife, setting aside my desire to go to college to care for my baby. For years, I felt lost and alone. What people had wanted for me to achieve, bachelor and graduate degrees, high-paying jobs, life in the fast lane, I seemed not to be able to achieve. I was on Kauai, away from my own family on Oahu, raising a little boy, and then a beautiful baby girl, and then another little boy. And with each passing wave of expectation, I seemed to sink beneath the sea and not grow into an island. I could not see that in the midst of the balancing, the juggling, and persevering through the reshaping waves of everyday life, that I was actually being molded into the woman and lifelong learner I was meant to be all along. Because like many of us, I couldn't see my personal growth. Yet somehow, an inner desire to make something more of myself began to grow. I started here, taking a course or two at Kauai Community College, all the while raising my babies and being a wife and family member. More importantly, I began realizing that if I am to be a good mother, I need to stand upright. I need to kani aina, to ring that land, not just for myself, but for my family. I am humbled this evening to say that just as I have been able to graduate with my bachelor degree this week, my firstborn son, Hanohano, has joined me on this path of strengthening his foundation by completing his first college course as a sophomore in high school this past fall semester here at Kauai Community College. You can smile. Like the reefs which surround our beautiful island, I see the puko'a in all of us today. Corals who were once small and have slowly developed into strong, sturdy structures that provide sustenance shelter, and safety so that those who dwell upon these islands can steadfastly face adversity. Each of us are like the flourishing reefs of Ha'ena that, given the right conditions, continue to grow. Our hard work, patience, perseverance, and time have brought us to this moment on this beautiful evening to celebrate. And yes, just as it takes decades for a reef to grow, in my case, 15 years after graduating, that's a long time for a bachelor's. But we learn that time is relative and success is measured in many ways. And this evening, you all represent the beauty and majesty of Puko'a Kani'aina. But just as threats to reef systems across the earth, especially global warming and climate change, threaten to submerge our Aina, this evening marks a chance for each of us to continue the work of growing and strengthening. I see tonight as a step in a new direction, one that strengthens the rock foundations we stand on while we also commit to the tasks of broadening ourselves, exploring to expand our capabilities, pursuing new growth, pathways that will benefit not just ourselves, but our communities and families as well. We stretch as we strengthen, we push as we progress, and advance us as we advance those around us. To grow our Puko'a and Kanian celebration, the choices, the sacrifices, actions, and decisions that allow us to be here this evening are certainly worthy of the leis, warm hugs, kisses, and the good food to follow. But know that if we are to build and strengthen, let all of your hard work not stop here or end here tonight. As graduates of Kauai Community College and the University of Hawaii Systems, as reefs that have slowly grown into islands of new resources that Kauai and the world have yet to discover, it is now our kuleana and responsibility to take what we have learned and continue to share and spread what we continue to build upon so that our island's future and our future reefs, like my beautiful children, can one day cheer, He Puko'a Kani'aina, make the land ring as great and invulnerable fighters. He ho'omaika'i ya o ko pakahia pau I mua e ka papa e lua kaukani umikumaiwa. Mahalo.